everyone. It's Christine from Christine's Stamping Spot. Thank you for joining me today for our first April Mystery Monday video. So today I'm going to focus on an embossing folder actually that is being retired, and it has been around for a bit, and I think sometimes, I'm not sure, but I think it's been overlooked a little bit. And the one I am talking about is this one, the Magnolia 3D embossing folder. You can find it on page 155 of the current annual catalog where all the embossing folders are. And this is what it looks like. So this is the picture of it, and this is the actual folder. It's a nice large 6x6, and I know I haven't really used this a lot, but I just wanted to kind of show you a couple of different projects with it. We'll make one and then I'll show you a couple of other samples. So this is being retired. It is on the retiring list. And the card we're going to make today is this one. Very simple to put together with just a little bit of color that's added to it. And so I'll show you how we're going to do this. Okay, so we are going to start with a piece of petal pink, 8.5 by 5.5. Just use our bone folder to make a nice crisp edge there. And I'll set that aside for now. And then what you're going to do is, I've started to color this just to save a bit of time, but you're going to cut a piece of basic white cardstock at 5.25 by 4, and I will post these measurements later, and you're going to run it through that Magnolia embossing folder. Now it won't get all of the flowers on it because this of course is a 6x6, but that still has a really nice look to it, even if it is partial images, because I know even with stamps sometimes we don't stamp the whole image on the paper. Sometimes we stamp off a little bit, and it gives the card a little bit of interest. Okay, so once that is embossed, and you can see its lovely raised image there, we're going to start some coloring. So I did start here with the leaves, and I'm just going to finish this last one. So I brought out my Stampin' Blends for that, and I'm going to use the dark Granny Apple Green. Now you could use an old olive if you wanted. So I'm just gently going to kind of trace around this leaf here with my blend. And there are some veins in here, so if you wanted to try playing around with the light and the dark, you could. I decided just to do the dark. I just sort of liked the darkness of it, the contrast against the white. So we're just going to color this little bit of a leaf here. And if you kind of go over it, you can still see some of those veins there, okay? So you'll do your leaves, or you can do them last, depending. Okay, so now we're going to add some color to these petals, and for that I'm also using our petal pink pad, stamp pad, and I'm going to use a sponge dauber. And so you can add as little or as much ink as you want, wherever you want. You can maybe stamp off a little bit, just so it's not quite so dark if you want to leave it more of a kind of a blush look. And you're just going to kind of add color wherever you want on your petals. It doesn't have to be, you know, in a specific place. It can just be kind of random on the petals. And you can add just a little bit or a little more if you like. Give it a very soft kind of look. This petal pink, I really, really like it. And this reminds me a lot of the old Magnolia set that we used to have. And actually, I believe this embossing folder was kind of released around the same time as our Magnolia stamp set. Kind of meant to coordinate. Okay, so I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it a little bit lighter than my sample there. And then I'm going to take my Daffodil Delight blends. So I've got light and dark. So I'm going to start with the light. Now I think I actually have to get a new pack of blends because these ones I think are starting to dry out a little bit. But for this card, the subtle look of it is fine. So I'm just going to do this inner part here a little bit with the light daffodil. And we can always go back over if we don't think there's enough there. And then we'll just do this other one here. Hope you can see this on the camera. I've got a few shadows here with the light today. And we'll just kind of add some of that yellow. And then if we want, we can add some of the dark just to make this pop a little bit more. If you wanted, you don't have to. Just in the center maybe. Or you can just leave it. Whatever your preference. There's no right or wrong. I am definitely not an expert on coloring, especially parts of flowers. But you can just make it look however you would like it to look. Okay, so let's just kind of blend that in a bit. So that'll be my flowers. Okay, so that's basically all the coloring you have to do. And then I'm going to attach this onto our base. So doesn't that bring out the pink in the petals, this background? I just love it. Very soft, which is really nice. Okay, oh, I'm just going to fold this the other way. Okay, so let's put this on here. And then we are going to add a greeting. So this best wishes I got from, you can use any greeting you like. This one I got from the art gallery set with the coordinating die. I thought just the black might be a nice sort of pop of color. And I did emboss it, this best wishes. I did emboss it with white embossing powder. Okay, and I just pre-did that just to save some time and then cut that out with the die. And the last thing we're going to add is some bling. So these are our 2021, 2023 in color jewels. These, I believe they may also be retiring. Let me just take a quick look to see if I can find them, if they're on this list. 1 second here, just to let you know. Yes, they are retiring, and they are actually 20% off right now. So that's a bonus. If you're interested in stocking up on some of these. And the Magnolia folder, I'm just going to check quickly if that's on sale. I know it's on the list. Some things are discounted, some are not. And actually the Magnolia folder is 40% off. Wow, what a great deal for this beautiful folder. 40% off, 20% off. And that's only while supplies last. Okay, so let's add a few of these jewels. So maybe I'll just add a couple of the pink like I did on the other one. You could use some of the yellow instead, but I'll add some of the pink. It's a little bit brighter than the petal pink, of course, but that's okay. It'll give it a little bit of pop, which is nice. And I will just add maybe 3 of those like so. And there is your card. Really simple. And it looks so pretty. Just the very subtle look of it. I really like this color combination with the petal pink. All right, so a couple of other samples I just wanted to quickly share with you. I tried playing with this a little bit more. And I tried it with some of our metallic foils. So this one is with our, it was, I believe, was it the holiday mini, the fall mini? Those foil sheets. There was a blue and a silver and then a little bit of another shade of silver. So I thought, well, the silver on the navy is always kind of nice. So I thought I'd try that. So what I did was I embossed these on the silver sheet and then I cut each flower out individually. and then just pop this one up with some dimensionals on top of the other and added a few opal rounds there. So that's sort of a metallic one. And then I did another metallic with gold. I thought, okay, we did silver, so let's try gold. So these are our gold foil sheets, and I did it on black. And I don't know if you can see, I did it on the blue as well. This one is actually navy on smoky slate. So this navy I embossed, and the black on here, with our Tasteful Textile embossing folder, which is also retiring. So this is a normal size folder, which is very subtle and nice, especially for masculine cards. It's nice, and that is also retiring. But anyways, the gold, so I did black on black. Again, I cut out these individually, added some gold ribbon. This I embossed the congratulations. I'm not sure which set that was from. And then I embossed that in gold, and then added some of our polished dots, which kind of have a little bit of a gold tinge or yellowish tinge. So that one's kind of different. Maybe a golden anniversary card for someone. And then the last one was this one that I played with. So again, I embossed it in the folder, cut out the flowers, and then I just took my blend and went around the Daffodil Delight, the light one, and just went around the edges of the petals, colored the centers with a dark, again the granny apple green, a different greeting cut out with the Stitch So Sweetly dies, which are also retiring, and then there's some more of those in colored jewels. And this striped DSP, this is from our large Hostess pack of designer series paper that's also retiring. It's at the very back of the book, which you can redeem as a Hostess item. 48 sheets of 12 by 12. It's a fabulous deal. And then I just mounted it all on crumb cake. So those are some ideas for you with the Magnolia 3D embossing folder. So I do have a host code set up for April. We are now into April. Host code M6E43V4V. You're welcome to use that at checkout on my website at christineludwig.stampinup.net. Like I mentioned, any of these retiring items are only available while supplies last. And for sure, they will be gone as of May 3rd when our new catalog goes into effect. And you're also welcome to follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, and my YouTube channel, all known as Christine Stamping Spot. And I'd love if you would subscribe to my channel while you're there. There are a number of other videos already posted on there, which you might find of some interest. So I hope you enjoyed this project today, and we will see you again next time. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.